is coming up with the Middle East's first pure hyper-edge HPC data center, which will offer the compute power as a service. So let's see that.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Distinguished guests, ladies and gents, thank you very much for your time coming here and giving us an opportunity to listen out to us. We are an UK company going to have our HPC data center in SRTIP. To start with, I'll just give the agenda for today. First, I'll introduce myself. Going down, I will explain what is an HPC. You have heard about from two of our experts, one is Chris Miller and one is Raj. What is the importance of data? Having said you have data, then you have to use that data to get the desired result which will benefit your business and how it will increase your productivity. So I'll explain what is the HPC and what is the prerequisites for the data science. Going down, then I'll say how it is adopted AI, ML across the various industries. And then I will introduce what is an HPC as a service, which we are going to introduce in SRTIP, and I'll end my session. Thank you very much. So this is my short introduction. My name is Mustafa Ibrahim. I'm heading the service delivery at Byker, and I'm a core data center guy, which I'm having experience of 27 years. Prior joining to Byker, I was working for the sole distributor of Toyota in Saudi Arabia for 24 years. As heading the complete IT operations, and 50 plus associates were reporting to me, and my core expertise, what I have delivered is a data center, right from the design, build, manage and operate. So that is the core expertise I am bringing across in this team. And here it starts the main topic of our day. What is an HPC? What we have heard from the Chris Miller and Intel and everything, what is the thing? We have huge data available with us, correct? In order to get the desired results or to run that algorithm, what we need? What we need? We need processing power, we need memory, we need storage. So aggregation of that complete thing is called an HPC. So it's a high performance computing. Why we need high performance computing? Why normal cannot be worked? Because in high performance computing, you need desired result, because what Chris Miller has mentioned that the number of the car which is being stolen is huge. So data which is generated by the ANPR camera is huge. In order for data to be processed, we need high processing powers. So that is the reason we need an HPC. What is HPC? You can see in this diagram, it is a combination of the compute resources and a storage. You might have heard about the CPU, correct? Most of the things, whenever you buy the laptop or a server, you say, what is my CPU? You say core, how much of core we need, and so on and so forth. But for an HPC and for a data, what we need? We need a new type of processing power, which is called a GPU. So now going down this technology, you will be having a CPU and GPU. I have just given a basic difference between a CPU and GPU. In GPU and CPU, I will give a simple example. You have this wall. I want to paint this wall with different colors. First is red, black, orange, and this thing. If I use CPU, CPU is having processing power. It can finish it off. But if I use GPU, boom, all 5 colors in one shot. So that is the one which I am trying to bring the difference between the CPU and GPU. See what here it is shown. Suppose I have one algorithm which I want to run. On a CPU based node, I need 54 CPU nodes. But same workload, if I submit on a GPU node, only one GPU node can process the power and processing power of 54 CPU nodes. So that is the power of the GPU what we will get it once we have an HPC in SRTIP data center. Now, see, when you increase the power, you have high processing power. So what is the thing which is required? We need high power. So if power is high, then cost of operation will go high, correct? And some of the sites which are having a challenge is to provide that high power. But the latest technology what we have introducing in SRTIP is a water cooled. What is the basic difference between water cool and the air cool is that the heat which is generated by the CPU or the processing machine will be cooled by the water. You can see that water can conduct the heat about 30 times faster than the air. So means you are going to have the less power requirement to cool your infrastructure because you have a water-cooled architecture. So here what we are trying to bring is an HPC as an infrastructure which will be cost effective also. Which is nature friendly because if we are having a high processing power available in SRT, then it will generate the heat which needs a cooling facility infrastructure to cool it down. So we have taken from that respect also, from the processing power, availability, and at the same time reducing the power. Here, prerequisites for data science. You might have heard about the deep learning, AI, ML, video graphics, scientific computing, and big data analytics. In earlier days, we were talking about the software which we were having for the business, accounting package, HR package, so on and so forth. But going for an artificial intelligence, these are the prerequisites for to have the application which is running, which can give you intelligence and desired results. Then why we need HPC? Can anybody help me in explaining to this question? See, here is the answer. Because data is huge, so we need power. And for analysis, and that is what it aggregates the power of multiple high-end processors to give the desired result. As I have explained earlier, the KPI for having the HPC will reduce the 50% less floor space because they are powerful, compact in one cabinet. And as we are using a water cool, it will reduce the power requirement by 20%. These KPIs are authentic and taken from the original source from Intel only. And here it will give the performance by 9x time. So I am increasing the performance by 9x, reducing the power requirement 20%, and at the same time I'm reducing the floor space also. But what I am delivering? I am delivering an HPC infrastructure. Now here, what are the industries where adoption has to be there? You might have heard about so many things. So like example, I will give an example of an Amazon. In Amazon, what you go to Amazon to buy the items. But at any moment of time, have you ever heard about what is the intelligence which are going behind? How it's been run? See, for example, if you go to the Amazon and ask for certain items, it will come immediately. It will give you delivery schedule. Everything is there, but it is very user friendly. But at the back end, there are an HPC environment which is running, which you do the desired result a click of one mouse. And at the same time, you can select what product, and at the same time, you can track live when it will be delivered to you. So what is behind that? It's an HPC environment, AI and ML thing. The same way, the AI and ML can be used across all of these industry, and some of them we have witnessed in Sharjah. Correct? They are using it, but now we want to take it to the next level. Here, what we are trying to bring it is that we are introducing HPC as service in SRTIP. But when we can have HPC means what? We can do the processing of the AI ML near the user, which we can use the facility like at NOC. You are having the petrol station across the Sharjah, every street. We as a tour and biker can introduce the HPC data center on each of the petrol stations, or on the school, or on the hospital, which is available across the street. We can deliver you an AI and ML solution where user will not feel that delay because it is available near to the users. And now, this is a very important slide. What we are seeing, having said, and you have heard about our three of experts that we need AI. Down the road, you will see everywhere the AI and ML will be available. Correct? But if you want to try it out now, everyone needs what? A huge budget, correct? Because HPCs are very expensive. So what we as AHB is bringing as a service. See, in previous days and in today, not forget about previous today, when you open your electrical switch, what do you expect? The light to come. In earlier days, the corporate and enterprise was having a huge setup where the electricity was not as a service, which is there now IT is experiencing. Going down the road, you will see that it will be like a service. You as a user of the technology, you pick up anything and you will see that the service is at the finger of your thumb. That is called HPC service. So the main advantage, first of all, we are where? We are the SRTIP. That is the main advantage associating with them. So, and on top of it, if you have any algorithm which you want to run here, please do come to us. We will charge you as what you will use. So you don't have to have huge investment, and you are there using our workload which is having CPU power, GPU power, and it can be delivered to you. So that is the main advantage in terms of the benefits. But what is our model is saying? It is on demand you can get it. Like today you are requesting for the 4 GPU and 10 CPU now, we can give you. You need 1 petabyte of storage, we can give you. End to end. And our setup which we are doing is a secure one. An HPC infrastructure which is being implemented here, it is not on the Ethernet protocol, which is vulnerable, and there are so many of the vulnerabilities are there. We are using Melanos and InfiniBand. And here, the few of the KPIs we have mentioned in terms of investment. You don't do up in investment, you will pay as OPEX. So if you want to do any algorithm like police, governmental body, you come, use our infrastructure, pay around X dollars, and you get your desired result. And you can plan it accordingly, whether you want to scale it down or you can go to the different projects. So bringing those infrastructure in-house. Then the skill set. To manage the infrastructure, as you have seen the presentation given by Mr. Raj, that we need which coder? Python coders. And there is a huge vacancy. Correct? So resources to manage the HPC is also very limited. So we are relieving from that also. We are the one who are having expertise in-house who will manage your skill set. So you just have to focus on your business. Then upgrade. Time to time the infrastructure upgrade. And you need huge team to manage it. That also will take care because our internal expert team will do that same thing. Then upgrade, then power infrastructure as I mentioned. We in SRTIP has a power which we ensure the 100% uptime. And thank you very much for listening.